Out, so sure some other people will join us, but we'll get started so we don't keep you hanging around. Good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the press conference for Amanda Anisimova. Please raise your hand, state your name and organisation when asking your question. Amanda, give us your thoughts on reaching the quarterfinal.
Yeah, I'm extremely happy right now. Haven't made this far in a Grand Slam in a very long time, so yeah, I'm just really proud of myself and my team with all the hard work that we've put in.
Matt?
Hi, Amanda. Matt Futterman from the New York Times. Do you feel like this is where you belong? You should be in the quarterfinals of a Grand Slam?
Yeah, I mean, I know my level is there, and I know a couple times I said, like, I might be surprised or stuff like that, but it just, like, it means a lot to me, but I'm not surprised by the results because I know that my game is very good and I always put up a fight against top players. So yeah, but it comes with experience, the results, and trying to get farther and farther into a Grand Slam, and I think that's why I got to the quarters here over the other Grand Slams this year.
Hi, Amanda. Congratulations. Darcy Main from ESPN.com. You talked on the court today about sort of the highs and the lows and how you appreciate this so much more. Can you elaborate a little bit on that? And also, what would it mean this time to get to your second major semifinal?
Yeah, for sure. I think when I was 17, I didn't really appreciate getting to semifinals as much as I probably should, and it only soaked in, I think, like a year later, understanding what that was and how much it actually meant to me. And yeah, just having over a year of not very good results, it really affects you, and it motivates me a lot to train harder and just work harder. But when you have losses every week in early rounds, it's very hard to find that motivation, but I just kept going. And it just took longer than I thought it would, so that's why it means a lot to me now for having such a great year this year.
Bill Simons, Inside Tennis. Great congratulations. For a young person and a young athlete, you've had so many bumps in the road, so many hardships, COVID, terrible draws, losses, coaching changes, and a lot of other things.
Yeah.
How have you dealt with it? How did you ever doubt that you'd ever get to the very top? Just talk about your process, please.
Yeah, there have been a lot of things, especially how last year started, like with COVID and then injury coming into Dubai, just like falling down the stairs, just like freak stuff just constantly happening. But I mean, it came off of just knowing like what it feels like to get to a semifinal of a Grand Slam and knowing how much it means to me, and that's what kept me going and practicing every single day. I never really took a break or stopped, and I just kept pushing myself, even though it was just like constant dissatisfaction, kind of just like losing constantly at tournaments. But yeah, I'm just happy with the way that I kept pushing myself and knowing that the hard work will eventually pay off. Even though it took quite a long time, I think that I progressed last year quite a bit, and then it really started showing this year.
Willie Weinbaum from ESPN. What do you draw the most inspiration from as you've surmounted these hurdles and made it to this point?
Yeah, it means a lot to me, and also just knowing that I have such a great support system. My team, my coaches, my family, they've always stood by me, and yeah, we're just very happy now, just having a great year with a lot of results. But I mean, I know I can do better, and I'm excited for the next round because I want more, and I'm not completely satisfied with just a quarterfinal because my goal this year has been to win a Grand Slam.
And what were your emotions when the match ended?
Today, I mean, I don't think it was as celebratory as the last match, but yeah, I was kind of actually like a bit shocked, like just to know that I'm in the quarterfinal right before I had to do the interview, because when I was doing like the on-court speech, I kind of felt frozen, like I wasn't even there. But yeah, it means a lot to me, and I knew that I had to be laser focused today, and she was going to get a lot of balls back, so I'm just happy with the way I played and managed it.
What did you learn from the last time you played, Simona?
Sorry?
What did you learn from the last time you played Halep?
Yeah, I just played her
You
last
just played
week.
her like 2 weeks ago, right?
Yeah, it's funny. I think I'm known for getting bad draws. No, I'm kidding. But uh, yeah, she's really tough to play on grass for sure. Last week she was playing very well. It was a tough match for me. I mean, I kind of felt my wrist a bit in that match, so I wasn't really playing to the full of my abilities, but I know that this will be a really tough match coming up, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm sure that we'll both put up a really good fight.
You're such a beautiful ball stroker. Could you just talk about the joy of hitting the ball, where you learned such clean strokes, and the satisfaction that gives to you?
I think it was just a technique that I was taught when I was early, at a young age, maybe. I don't always feel like my strokes are that clean. Like, I used to feel like my forehand wasn't very clean, and I would, like, kind of end it like that. But I've worked on it quite a bit. But yeah, it's kind of tough to play my aggressive game style always and just having it constantly be on and, like, just always playing the game I want to play. But I'm getting better at managing that and going for my shots, 100%.
What do you remember of when Simona won here, assuming you were watching it, and what went through your mind at the time?
Yeah, I mean, her final against Serena, I don't think anyone really expected her to beat Serena. So I think it was just a very magical moment for her, and she's an amazing player, and she'll fight till the very end. So I think she did an amazing job, and that was a very special tournament for her. So yeah, I really enjoyed watching that match, and she's a very tough player to play on grass.
Any further questions?
And has that backhand been with you since you were 5 years old? Or?
Yeah, probably the backhand down line since day one.
Speaking of Serena before, and you were part of a really great group of Americans that have played here. You were the last American woman standing. How does that feel, and how is it for you and Taylor to be both going into the quarters?
Yeah, I was kind of surprised. I asked my coach today if there are any more girls, American girls, still in the draw, because, they've been doing very well. I also had to play Coco, so yeah. It's kind of surprising to me because we just have such a strong team of girls from America that are doing so well right now. But I'm happy at least Taylor won today for the 4th of July.
Any further questions? That's great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks.